key role to make all the players play together. In fact, the Côte d'Azur area is a very wide area, coming from Cannes to Monaco and going to Italy. And Team Côte d'Azur has to build up the energy of all those actors in order to develop the territory. In fact, it's all is about high-tech, high-life, which means that we don't develop this area with traditional economic systems, but with high-tech, innovative systems. And in fact, there are two leaders in this territory, which are Sophia Antipolis and the Eco Valley. You are staying here today, and welcome to the Eco Valley of Nice Metropolis. And in fact, Sophia Antipolis is an area in which R&D centers are located, among which a lot of international centers, especially US and Asian centers. And in order to develop and to implement the systems they are looking for, they come to this smart city, because this smart city is very, very powerful and very innovative in order to develop all the applications they are looking for in Sofia. So there is a very synergetic system between those areas, the west and east, and Cannes, for instance, is helping all this process with image, with satellites, and we are very innovative. We are not doing siderurgy here. It's an independent study coming from the Jupiter cabinet, and it's a study which compared all the key factors regarding smart cities. And in fact, the main point among all those is that here in Nice there is a strategic vision, a 20-year strategic vision, forward strategic vision, which helps to build up the city of the future about e-mobility, e-healthcare, e-learning, sustainable development, and that's the key. Here we are building the city of tomorrow. We are building, especially in the Eco Valley, in which we are standing today, we are building the technopolis in the city, not outside the city. That's the key concept. A great talent pool here, because there are 160 nationalities here. There is an international airport. I don't know if you know, but Nice Airport is the second airport in France with 12 million passengers, which means that a lot of people come here either for tourism or for business. And the both of them are key attractive systems. Connecting tourism and business and culture and sport is the key point for Nice. The switch between tourism and economic development was made 50 years ago, and it was US players which did that, among which the men were IBM and Texas Instruments. They decided 50 years ago to come here because of, I feel it was about the weather and the great place to work, let's say. But now there are a lot of players, international players, and all those talents attract other talents. That's the key point. I think the key idea is guessing about a place in which you work and you live. That's the concept of smart city, in fact. 30 years ago, 40 years ago, Sophia Antipolis was built up from scratch. It was a very, very nice idea. It was the Silicon Valley at the Française, we say, which means it's the first technopolis among Europe because of its innovative systems. But it was located in the countryside. Now the concept is to develop the economic systems close to where you live, close to where you go for your leisures and so. And here in Eco Valley, in Nice Metropolis, the joints are made and this development is done and will be developing for the 20 next years about those concepts. There are four main points, four main areas in which we are working a lot among all the world. First is about sustainable development. It's a key point, it's a key issue. It's a key issue for all the smart cities, the top 5 cities in the world, among which Nice. One of the first steps is sustainable development, which means also, I don't know if you had connection with a place called Imred, which is not far from here, which means big data to serve risk analysis in sustainable development about sea, about earthquake, and so. So here it's a key point for us to be sustainable developers. Second is about healthcare, e-healthcare. Here in this area we are at the top ranking about health and innovation about health, but the key challenge is helping people being medicined and being followed at home, and e-healthcare is a key point. Third is about e-learning. It's the same topic, but here and like in Paris or in Lyon, which are very big metropolises, our job is to help international players to have their children learn. And there is one of the biggest French international schools just close to that place, just the neighbor there. So third is about e-learning, and last but not least is all about e-mobility. And it's about thinking about car parks used by workers during the day and used by residents during the night. It's thinking about smart airport connected to smart trains. It's all this which is building from scratch now in this area, and the main point is to have big players helping us in such a process. And here we've got the main worldwide players helping us. If I begin to give some names, I will try to not to forget some, but IBM, Cisco, Schneider Electric, Orange, and other players are very important here to help small companies of the ecosystem to grow up. First, I thank you very much for organizing this hackathon, because it's a trend we want to see here. That's clear. Second, I would like to see an after this hackathon, which means maybe a nice connection between your organization and the French Tech Côte d'Azur. I don't know if you know about the French Tech Côte d'Azur. It's a specific initiative which tries to put together all the players of the ecosystem, from public people to university, to small companies, to big players, all together in what we call the French Tech Côte d'Azur initiative. And this French Tech Côte d'Azur initiative is a long-term initiative, exactly like your hackathon, which means to put together people trying to innovate in their areas, big and small, universities and private companies. So that's exactly what we want to see here. I thank you once again to have organized here.